Pity on you, Holly, because you've lost your Visa card. Again, it's at the PA Boothman's Airshow Center. Holly Pity, looking to launch your Visa card is missing. And if you've lost something, that's your keys, maybe you're winning game, not your keys, but lost something else, that is the place to go. That's where Lawson found his also. And on takeoff roll, Carol Pilon standing outside, laying on the javelin. Now, on that aircraft, the Boeing Stearman that is, between the top wing and lower wing, there are wires. There's 5 flying and landing wires on that aircraft. Where those wires intersect, they have a javelin that ties those wires together. Carol Pilon is laying on the javelin of that aircraft, the left-hand wing of that airplane. Can't spend it all 90 horse and can't look at the interstate and try and play catch-up. So Marcus Paine and that Stearman flying by for us. You don't even hear Kent's 90 horse perfect out there, that 450 Pratt Whitney Stearman barking through the sky. You see a little dot out there in the left wing? That's Carol. Now you got to think about logistics, aerodynamic performance of the aircraft with Carol Pilon laying out there between the wings. Now you're taking the center of gravity of that Stearman aircraft, moved, we'll say 100 pounds just to be on a high set. It takes a little bit of work to keep that airplane flying the way he wants to, and safely with Carol Pilon hanging out there on the wing, the javelin of the aircraft. Now there's a strut between those wings, top and bottom. It's called an end strut. As it flies by, as you'll see, it looks like an N. That's why they call it an end strut. You can't really see the flying. That is where she's laying across that javelin, coming across the top. She's floating across the top on that javelin. The Carol Pilon out there on the left-hand side of the airplane. Now keeping coordinated turns with Carol out there. A lot of work for Marcus inside the aircraft. Now Mark's not flying the Stearman for Carol. He's driving a motor home for Kent Pietsch out there. You saw earlier this afternoon. Edward is not flying the Stearman either in Alaska or down in Tucson, Arizona. Demonstrating unusual attitudes in the school that teach people spin trading and unusual attitude recovery in aircraft, such as a Stearman, maybe a Blanca decathlon aircraft. Actually called American Champion now, it was Blanca. Was the champ. Blanca, American Champion, decathlon. But we have Carol Pilon here now with this 450 horsepower Stearman. She's laying out there getting all that job. The PT-17 Stearman, a trainer aircraft that I'll guarantee you, if you learned to fly during World War II, you spent time in this aircraft. Marcus climbs up, stands on the left rotor, hammerheads that airplane around to the inside with Carol on the inside of that airplane. No, she's still outside the airplane. And she'll burn through, actually Mark will burn through about 15 gallons of smoke oil during the maneuver ahead this weekend for it. And this one pass was what showed for it today. Every time he flips that switch, he's pumping out about 200 gallons a minute through that smoke oil system. Now, once again, that bark you hear is not so much exhaust, that 450 horsepower Stearman. That's a big old Hamilton standard propeller in front. That transferred all that horsepower into the thrust. The pump takes just going the supersonic pop of that sound better, making that bark of that engine and the sound of that Stearman. It's tough to mistake a 450 horsepower Stearman out there. A lot like a T6, but 150 less horsepower. Stearmans came out of the factory with 2 ailerons, one on each side of the lower wing of the aircraft. After the war, a lot of the airplanes were modified into crop dusting aircraft. They put the bigger, larger 300 horsepower Lycoming with a 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney in front of the airplanes. Put a hopper inside, a big fuel tank basically, and spray bars on the bottom side of the aircraft and made it a crop dusting style aircraft. I see Carol still out there to watch. She still doesn't look like she's working her way back towards the cockpit. She's still standing. She's standing on the wing now. She's climbed down off of the javelin. She's working her way back into the cockpit area of the aircraft. Like I said, cockpit area. No, she's not getting in. She's going up. Marcus got the airplane slowed down, giving Carol just as much as she can. Easy on her as she climbs up on top. She's still got a 75 to 80 mile per hour wind in her face as she climbs up on top of this airplane. Nice ground descent, no prop blast, slows it down, so you shouldn't have to put up with a prop blast. A 150-mile wind coming back off the prop. Now she's climbing up on top wing. Now there's a trapeze they call on top of that aircraft. It's that single pole. It's got a couple of strut bracing wires on it to support the post. Carol will strap herself to the post. It's the only time she will be attached to the aircraft. And she's got a couple footholds down. She slides her feet up into to lock her feet down in place. Because Marcus is not going to cut her any slack on the next routine for us. She's up there in the breeze. She's hanging on. She's strapped onto that trapeze. But Marcus will put this airplane through a couple of nice aerobatic maneuvers. Just seeing how good Carol can hang on up there. Years of practice once again. He needs the altitude. He knows the altitude he needs for the next maneuver. Now you see Carol, she's got herself perched on that upper wing of the Stearman. There's one of the best seat in the houses if you really want to do that. But she's up there facing now. Mark's going to put that nose down, going to accelerate the airplane about probably 100, 110 mile an hour. And Carol's going to be going, oh my gosh. You'll start seeing it put, well, you won't see it, but it'll push the spin back in the face. If she opens her mouth, it becomes tough to breathe. Because she's supercharged or ramp charged, turbocharged with the air that goes in her mouth. So now, if you walk on down the road doing that double nickel 55 mile an hour, you see somebody new, you sit right out the way up, and the air swing slips that arm right back against the door post. Push them forward, bring the whole air, and let the wind push your arms back. This goes back the old barnstormer days, flying the Jennings around from little small town to small town. The guys would get $5, cool, maybe. My great grandfathers probably remember the days of the barnstorming, the old aircraft. I get the Silver Lake Sea flying for this afternoon right after World War II. You can pick up for less than $1,000. Matter of fact, I found an old trading plane, the Yellow Pages listing of aircraft for sale from the military, U.S. Army Airport back then, where you could pick up a Stearman. I think the cheapest one I saw was $165. Marcus pulls up, that's Carol Pilon standing up there. He stands on the left front of the hammerheads that big old Stearman around. Putting her straight down in the ground. She's looking at that ground coming up real quick. It's got to be fun, but I'll take her word for it. Marcus got her down the deck. It looks like he's going to do the side deck. Go high overhead, look straight down, you would see a figure eight in the smoke system on the aircraft, looking down on the ground. And Carol Pilon hanging on top of the airplane. Now, all weekend, after have cameras floating around the airshow base there, Discovery Channel Canada has been following Carol Pilon around for the past year. Lori Ann's over taking pictures of everything that's going on up here, so we're going on good behavior most of the time. When we see the red light come on, we behave then. Carol Pilon coming back the right-hand side. She, again, still attached up beside the aircraft. Marcus slow in the airplane. She's changed positions now. She's not just leaning back against the post. She's in, what's called a Thor-type pose. One leg back, one fist forward, still perched on top of the wing of the aircraft. When you hear the power come back, that big old Stearman, that means Marcus letting her catch her breath, maybe move around a little bit different on top of the aircraft, change positions. Let's folks back on, pull your cameras out, watch Carol Pilon and Marcus Paine come through the left-hand side. Smokes on the aircraft. She's up top, she's leading back against that trapeze one more time, but Marcus got the airplane slowed down a little bit for us. Carol's waving, she got one arm out, she's standing up there, she's waving the crowd. Give her a wave back and she flies by, just like you're sitting in your backyard watching picnic sometime. If you never do it, you always have to look forward to it. That's the way I look at it. Yes, she's still out there behind the smoke for us, so there he comes back towards us. That super smoke system on that Stearman. Carol calls this a third strike wing walking act to have out for us this afternoon. Smoke goes back on to look for Carol on top of the airplane still. Yep, she's still hanging out up there. Marcus got it down the deck. Carol's changed position. I think she's lying down right now, or is she climbing down? I can't see from here too good. She's worked herself down. She's standing. Looks like she's laying down the upper wings. She's laying down the upper wing across. 1 foot down, 1 foot back, hanging on the trapeze that they fly by. A lot of trust in your pilot, and a lot of trust that Carol's going to hang on good and tight for him. Now this is Carol Pilon's aircraft. Marcus flies aboard, this is Carol's airplane. All the way from Quebec, Canada, Carol Pilon with her airplane coming down right down on the deck. Marcus playing some main gear, holds the tail of the crowd, nice wheel in, and look for Carol, she's up there somewhere. She's probably standing on the wing, she doesn't look right inside the airplane too much. Now, the Stearman and the Waco were in competition to be the training aircraft for the United States Army Air Corps back then. And the Army said, well, the Stearman's harder to land, so let's choose that. So Stearman got the contract to build the airplanes for the Army Air Corps for the training aircraft. Folks, give it up for Carol Pilon and Marcus Paine out there this afternoon.